Morning. Third of October 2021. I am the Soul Pool. You are the Soul Pool. We are the Soul Pool. Together as a collective. Without you, this doesn't work. So, overall energy for the day, Spirit, please. Astral DJs playing Picture of You. Or saying Picture of You. I can hear the melody. Sounds like one of those boy bands. It's more likely to be Boyzone than Take That. So, Boyzone, I reckon. But I will dig for it and see. Oh, we're off. So let's see what we need to know for today. It's about abundance. Mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. Growth. There's no growth without pain. It's about merging of families. It's about the military. But above all, it's the mother energy. It's all four queens in one. Mother Earth. Midday seems to be important. So somebody's concealing something, wearing a false mask, pretending to be happy at the very least when they're not. Any suspicions you have are justified. Criminal activity, drugs, siblings, communication, negative communication or blockages, injuries to the hands, arms, shoulders. It is a negative card, it's depression. It's manifesting a negative outcome. I was born on the 1st or the 28th. And we have someone, like I said before, the watermelons there, being accepted into a family and then ostracised. Then no longer there. No longer part of the family. Probably left one family behind, maybe a failed business, discharged from the army, something like that. It's a man in uniform, possibly. Possibly a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn somewhere in the chart. Cuspa. Somebody with a darker complexion. But above all, he was once a good friend, now a dangerous enemy. Unreliable, unpredictable. Arguments. with mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children, any feminine really in your life who's important to you. Nothing can grow in barren lands. If you're not getting on, surely it's better to forgive and forget. There's arguments there. Lack of abundance, no growth, stagnation. Could be a Scorpio involved as well, or somewhere in the chart. It is today's card. It looks more like somebody's blocking somebody. There's no communication whatsoever. Issues with children, probably over money. Again, someone younger in uniform. No communication or bad news arriving. Somebody in denial about how bad this really is. Brushing things under the carpet, trying to keep the peace. There is arguments, accidents, losses within the home, people leaving home or wanting to. It's just being in denial about the destruction that needs to take place. The tower needs to fall. Those born on the 16th, living or past it, Fidarian address, massively important in a negative way. Someone can't because it's a codependent situation. 9 years. No peace, no rewards. Somebody in it just to keep the head above water really, because they believe they can't stand on their own 2 feet. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. Something has to end there, so something new can begin. And when it does, you will have earned your happiness. Scorpio energy again. Was born on the 13th, living or past it, Fidarian address, massively important in a positive way. Transformation in your life. It's about reproductive organs and shared resources. There's an injustice here. Possible medical issues with the lower colon, prostate, impotence, issues within a marriage, court cases, but it's an injustice. Libra energy. We've got Libra moon at the moment, so that's probably it. It hasn't changed yet. So when it goes into Scorpio, when we get the Scorpio moon, is probably when we'll see a difference. But yeah, this is not good, is it? So I hope you all missed this one. I hope none of you is right for this one, because it looks like a very argumentative Sunday. And it's because somebody is depressed. Somebody's pretending to be something they're not. So 128 is negative. Today's negative. 11's negative. 16's negative. The 13 is positive. Person living or past. Date for your diary and address. Coming out of your comfort zone. Transforming your energy. Making the changes needed. A lot of people got their backs to this, pretending it's not happening. 1 back, 2 back, 3 back, 4 back, 5 back, or 6 back. All got their backs to this situation, totally ignoring what's going on. Somebody needs to think clearly. This could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius female. This could be a doctor, priest or lawyer. But it's clarity. It's words, communication. It's somebody who, if need be, will cut something out of their lives. They are detached, not involved. A reunion, a celebration, perhaps with this gentleman, this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn man. But refusing to go forwards, 3 months, stuck in limbo. There's a marriage here or a friendship, Taurus energy, so it could be a Taurus. The name Peter, keys are important. It's about established structures, it's about schools, universities, religion, your upbringing, friendship. Those born on the 5th or the 23rd, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. It's about what you believe. Positive energy. It's about speaking your truth and material matters. A decision. We've been through this before, haven't we? I did tell you yesterday that 2 of Swords in the other deck explains it better. This is somebody between a rock and a hard place. Whatever decision they make is probably going to be painful to somebody. So that's why it's hard to make the decision. They may not be sure of all the facts, they may be in denial, or they may be protecting someone, including themselves. There's a choice here, and it could be about love, but it's a massive choice. You have to make it. It's about communications and siblings. Again, hands, arms, shoulders. So the Gemini energy is full on, which is Mercury retrograde. So we're revisiting things. Those born on the 6th or the 24th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. Now the 6th is when Roland's and all the astrologers are telling us something kicks off and you may regret it later, so be very careful around the 6th. That 13 though is success. Complete and utter success. Something has to be destroyed because there's the wasp for something new to be reborn. But that's fantastic. And the injustice is that you could have had this before, but you refused to take the gift that Spirit gave you. Probably should have done it years ago. Oh. So there's my card at the bottom of the deck. Take care of yourselves, please. Nourish yourselves. Be careful what you put into your body. Diet, medication, drugs, etc. And what comes out your mouth is in words written or spoken. The truth is revealed, but not by this person, because this person is mute. Spirit, the web, the wide web. It could be the web of the collective. Look for the red spider as a hint. But it is anything spiritual. It is the tarot reader, the psychic, the medium. It is coming out of a very dark place. But it's external to this situation. It's a positive energy. Those born the 2nd or the 29th. Living or past it, if you diary and address. But above all, it's about looking after yourself. You are at a threshold. Coming out of your own personal hell. Yeah, someone's been exploiting you. It's time to cut the cords. I was born on the 19th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Putting blocks in your way, obstacles, confusion, making the place dark so that you cannot see clearly. Can be a Leo card. But now the truth is coming out. There's no way out now. Somebody's got to speak the truth. Could be sex for some, but it's straight talking, truth. And with it comes success. So there's truth, there's truth. Twice we've spoke the truth. It's your own truth is what matters. Especially for the blokes, love yourself first. Not in an egotistical way, just give yourself the same love you would give others. For the ladies, there is unconditional love from a male, an important male. Be a father figure, be a partner, but it can also be a water sign, male, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Cusper, who's very aware of his emotions and in charge of them. Somebody's been so dedicated to something, it's become a nightmare. It seems to be wasted dedication. You've been dedicated to something that isn't dedicated to you. Nightmare situation. And it brings about the end to a home life. The security, the finances, something's gone wrong in the home and family situation. Probably financial. And it's become a heavy burden that once you release it and end something, a new beginning takes place where you will be successful. So you have to lay down that heavy burden. It will cause heartache, sorrow, loss and separation, and for some it will be an injustice, but it has to take place. It could be a temporary separation, as like somebody has to work away. It could be a temporary separation, as somebody going for minor surgery, probably on the heart, or it could be permanent separation. With the Three of Cups there as well, it could be a third party. There is a handsome stranger coming into your life. This is the Gypsy card of the handsome stranger, the Page of Wands. It's the early stages, there's no commitment, a lot of passion, but someone handsome, communication even. You've been kept in the dark by someone. Your wishes and dreams can come true, but it's only once there is a reunion. You have to get out into society, follow your star. There has been someone here, the fox in the hen house, who came and took your chickens, and they're coming back to steal your sheep. And it's usually financial. Somebody will gain. They've got their own interests at heart, not yours. The lily, it could be the name Lily. It is something pure. Pure love. Friendship, but for some reason there's no communication there. Or bad news. Yeah, choices again. You have to make the right choice. You have to feel that fear and decide, because you're dedicated to something that isn't dedicated to you. Yeah, you're not seeing The beauty of the everyday, because it's not beautiful anymore, this codependent situation is stagnating you. You've forgotten who your inner child is, and you cannot solve a problem with the same mind that caused it. You have to look at the world with the innocence of the eyes of a child, because somebody here is trying to destroy you, and it's an injustice. So there will be an unexpected arrival. It could be a pleasant one, should be a pleasant one, or communication. Yeah, first house, look after yourself. What did I say? First house of the body. So physically, it's most important. Some of you may have been unwell, medical matters, because we've got the doctor there, we've got the medical matters there. Medical issues, and above all, that's what you've got to sort out first, is what Spirit's saying. Yeah, and you've got to feel the fear and do it anyway. The Fool isn't on the table, but this is the Fool card. This is new beginnings. I am the perishable body. I am not the perishable body. I am the eternal self. You have to move ahead with confidence, because you are rising. The first house in astrology begins with the ascendant, which is your rising sign, the time you were born. The astrological constellation rising over the eastern horizon at the time the chart is cast. In a natal chart, the ascendant represents the moment you were born. Like the sun and moon, the first house is one of the most important parts of the horoscope. The first house represents your physical appearance and how your body works, so health, where your strength and weaknesses lie. It is the beginning to everything. The first house is also the mask, let's say, that everyone else sees. Although the first house is the house of self, it is also the persona that you project. It is how you relate to the world, and some of you aren't showing them your true self, that inner child. If the first house can represent itself in a reading, it means you will soon be feeling your own strength. Although it may feel natural just to take over and assert your power, you may need to pull back some. Try not to control or dominate certain situations, because it will backfire. More positively, people may feel comfortable now with you as their leader, and they won't mind following your lead. It's important that you don't abandon your goals now out of boredom. Presently you will start things with great gusto, but you must follow up, and you need to finish all that you start. The first house shows your image, so how you come across to others is of utmost importance now, and bears greatly on your success. Perhaps you may opt for a new look, and indeed this can have a bearing on how successful you will be. Since the house opposes the 7th house of partnerships, it's a good omen regarding relationships of all kinds. It can mean a relationship is about to mature and become more serious. Marriage, maybe on the cards. Or it may mean that you're transitioning into a better place concerning other people in general. It's important you pay attention to your health and the signals that your body is sending you. Your body is your ultimate container, the first place that your soul passes into. It can speak of beginnings and starting anew. It implies a time to honour your gifts and be distinct. It's also a position of leadership. It may be time to defend something you value, perhaps your reputation, your authentic self, or your chosen path. You may be challenged where you must stand up for your convictions. You could have conflicts with certain authority figures, and thus need some extra measures to keep a cool head in a given situation? Yes. This card marks a period of being tested or challenged and indicates who you really are and who you will become. Whatever is implied by the surrounding cards will indicate that you will soon be faced by something and you must meet it. All in all, the first thing to consider is how healthy you are and your stamina. Then your role as a leader or just as a person who is about to start something significant. It will happen quite directly and unexpectedly. The head, the circular system, fluctuations in blood pressure, health regimes, body building, working out, improvements in physical appearance, your attractive presentation before the public, the self, the concept of who you are, recognition and reputation, personal strength, vitality, defence and battles, challenges, being singled out, mannerisms, getting upset, feeling excited, working on your own without help, realising a dream that is yours alone, a solitary path, issues brought forth from early childhood, destiny is in the making. So feel the fear and do it anyway. Appearance, the subject of your question, the way you come across, beginnings, new projects, new starts, the body, the face you show to the world. Time to get grounded. So you may need to take a walk in the park or just take yourself outside. '66. You are being called to get grounded to ensure that your luminous field is clear and your inner well is full. If you're not grounded, it's all too easy to get swept up in other people's energy and mistake it for your own. Your boundaries will become blurred as you absorb the energies around you and struggle to define what is their stuff and what is yours. If you pull this card, you are very likely an empath or a highly sensitive person. You need time alone to fill up your well, balance your energy and get grounded. There are two types of people, those who draw their energy from others and those who draw their energy from within. So the ones that draw energy from others is usually energy vampires. Reflect on which one you are and carve out time each day to ensure your well is being replenished. Being sensitive is a superpower, but like all powers, it needs to be nurtured in order to be fulfilled. It is easy to get swept up in the high frequency energies that are swirling around the planet at this time. The quickest and most effective way of clearing all of this from your field is to ground yourself by connecting with Mother Earth. There are many ways of getting grounded. One of the most powerful ones is to practice earthing. Spend time in nature, put your hands on a tree, palms are extensions of your heart chakra, or walk barefoot on the earth. Do something to get grounded and reconnect with Mother Earth. And there it is again. I'm sure we had that yesterday. Opportunity. Now we had a missed opportunity there, didn't we? And they said it was an injustice. We are all presented with opportunities and are expected to flow with the current that comes our way. Drawing this card suggests that something is now being made available to you, and it is up to you to use it to your greatest advantage. Be alert, be aware, and be prepared. You can, of course, make your own opportunities. If you knock on enough doors, one will inevitably be open to you. So, you are also reminded to persevere, for it may be that a door which was previously locked has now been opened a crack. Quieten your mind and ask the angels to help you. You are ready for any and all opportunities. Grab them with both hands. Thanks for listening.